Hey YouTube fam, what's up? This is your girl Tall Trends, and I am back with another wig review, trying to see if we can find pre-made wigs that can fit a larger size circumference head. So the wig that I have on right now is a unit that I created myself. I will talk about this hair that I purchased and what I think about it after I've rocked the unit for a while. But I purchased the hair as early as February. It just took me quite a while to get around to making it, and then once I made it, I had to figure out like how I really wanted to wear it. I ended up cutting a bang. You know, this was in style with the frontals, how they had like the little side bang. This is actually a closure though. It's a 4x4 closure. But anywho, when I get to making those videos about hair that I purchased, I want to make sure that I've worn the hair for quite a while so I can give a decent review. And because I flip my wigs quite a bit, I don't even really know how fair those reviews can be, because it's not often that I wear the same wig kind of like every day. You know, I'm constantly putting on one or the other depending on my mood, the weather, my outfit. So there you have it. Today though, we are going to try on a wig from the Sensationnel Butta lace line. Now, I've tried on some of their wigs before and some of them are too tight, but as I go to the beauty supply store and try out all the different units and things that they have, every now and then I run into a wig that fits quite well, and then I go online and I try to find out more about that unit. So this unit actually doesn't have a name. You know, usually they give them names. This one is just called Butta Lace Wig Unit 8. I'm gonna have a picture somewhere on the screen. I've already took this out the package and cut the lace. I started a video before, but I lost the footage of me like actually cutting the lace and everything. But oh well, I lost it. So I have it in the color Flamboyage chocolate. Flamboyage, probably not. Flamboyage chocolate. And here are like some of the information on the tag right there. I don't know if you can see it. I also have all the information on this unit down below. Although I purchased this from my local beauty supply, they do sell this unit on Amazon, so I'll make sure that I link that. Now, I've worn this unit before in a different color, and I'm gonna have another picture pop up so you can kind of see how that looks. I wore it during the quote-unquote winter months. I live in Savannah, so you know, it's just gonna get as much winter as it could get. I'm from Miami though, so I would say the winters are in Savannah are much more winterish than Savannah. I'm going to show you the color. I think it's a very pretty color for fall. As we know, fall is coming up. There is a bit of highlight right here in the front. This isn't a money piece because it doesn't come down right here. It's more like on the side, which I think is a bit interesting. So when I put it on, we're gonna see if you get shots of that highlight. Construction is the same. So you have that kind of non-stretchable lace part of the cap. With this, we have the part that you can't move. And then you have the lace on the front end, and we know that I usually cut off most of my lace. I cut it up to the point where you start seeing the ventilation of the knots. There is some baby hairs on this right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep those on there. When I cut the lace, I was thinking that I kind of got all of them, but I didn't. And then of course we have the two adjustable straps in the back. These little itty bitty combs that don't do nothing for nobody. I'm gonna show y'all the combs that I use. I'm actually in a different location in my house. I'm at my nail station, and to the right of my nail station, I have a wig station. But these are the combs that I put in the units that I make myself. And a lot of times too, if I think it's worth it, I will cut out this mini short wannabe comb right here, and then I'll install one of these longer pieces. I just think I like the tuck. I like that I can tuck the comb like right underneath my braids. It actually doesn't pull like the ones on the side, which is great. So I don't have like any hair loss or breakage or anything in that area. So we are going to try her on, and I'm gonna try to do a little bit more than just like throwing her on. Usually I just throw on the wigs because I want you to see how they look. If you are one of those folks who just don't have time to finesse their wig, or you know, maybe sometimes you want to finesse it and sometimes you don't, you just want to have the flexibility to do whatever you need at that moment with your wig. So I'm going to show how it looks when I just throw it on, right? But then I'm also going to show you what it looks like if I put a little got to be on my forehead and tie her down a bit. And I don't know, should I do some little swoopy swoops, a little accessories or whatever? Let's see where it's gonna go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the unit that I'm wearing right now. I already have some edge control in my hair, the booster, Style Factor edge booster, the one that I'm always telling you about. I did wash my braids earlier today, and so my hair is still a little bit damp, so my edge booster is probably gonna try to like not be so sleek. So I am gonna throw this on. I already know that this fits very well because I already had this wig at one point, and I would say that it lasted pretty well for what I was doing with it. I actually liked the wig so much that I was like working out in it and stuff. I like the fact that I could just kind of like throw it on. I would say during that point in time, even though I flip my wigs a lot, I know I just said that, I was wearing the unit a lot. And you know, with synthetic units, they start to become very coarse and brittle. At the end, you can revive your synthetic wigs. I haven't been about that life yet, but there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube of how to revive a synthetic wig. And you know, a lot of times when they come out with these wigs, I don't know if they're gonna like bring back a wig that has, you know, sold out of stock by the manufacturer or not. So if you find a wig that you really like and you're noticing that a couple of months down the line you can't track it down anymore, you might want to learn how to start revamping your synthetic wigs. All right, enough of that. So let's go ahead and throw her on. All right. So in the picture that I showed you, the stock picture, the model has the wig, the part on the wig like in the middle, but there's a slight curve that's going on in this unit. And so it makes me want to do this. Right, it makes me want to slightly turn it to the side. I don't do too much. I know sometimes folks like turn their wigs back and forth. It depends on the wig. Sometimes I don't do that because you could just kind of tell that the flow of the hair should be right about here. Now, also, if you turn it too much, what I don't like is that one side of my wig is longer than the other side. Some people, you know, might be going for like an asymmetrical bob or something like that, but I don't like the way that it looks. Depending on the unit, I might not turn it that way. Now, as you can see, here's the hairline. I think this is going to be very easy to tint either with a lace spray or with a bit of makeup. Let me see if I can get this. All right, you see the light right there? You see it? With the butter lace line and the wet lace line from Sensationnel, the lace is pretty good lace. First thing first, as you can see, this unit comes all the way up by the ear. So if your head is 25 inches in circumference, 24 to 25, this is going to fit very nicely. Now, if your circumference measures 25.5, I would say you're still going to get it on, but it's going to be a little bit on the tight side, right? And you might just have a little bit more edges out because this fits me perfectly, right? And my head measures 24.5. My braids are pretty flat, but remember my hair is thick. I'm gonna go back and check, but I think you can use a little bit of heat on this, and I'm gonna post that information somewhere around here. I'm pretty scared about heat on synthetic wigs because even when they say that you could put heat on it, I noticed that it changes the texture or whatever pattern. So if you have like a certain curl or wave pattern in the wig and then you go in and you use heat, it's gonna look a little different. It seems like however low I put my hot comb, that there's still some type of change to the hair, and I don't like that. I tend to just place heat up in this area right here, because as you can see, most wigs have the hump going on and you be walking around with your hump going on, and I don't want no hump. I don't want one. So I do have my hair wax stick. Currently this is my favorite brand. Hair wax sticks last for a very long time, so I don't even know if you could still find this online. I got it on Amazon, I think. So if I actually got it on Amazon and I find the link, of course I shall put it down below. All right, so we're gonna go in with this wax stick. Little goes a long way. When I first started using wax sticks, you should have seen the amount that I would use. It was unnecessary. All right, so I currently have my hot comb at a 10. It goes up to a 20. Now, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I don't want to go too far down. And mousse will actually go a long way on this too, as far as getting the hair down. All right. I'm also gonna go get my mousse because I forgot it. I'll be right back. Don't be trying to see what I got inside my house. I saw you looking. What you're looking. I'm back, y'all. All right. I'm just trying to see if I have this. Okay. So, y'all know the mousse that I like. Maybe you don't know. I'm acting like I've been on YouTube for like 15 years and y'all don't watch 30 of my videos. Being very nostalgic for no reason when there's nothing to look back on yet. All right. I like the Cream of Nature argan oil from Morocco. It's probably not from Morocco, but I didn't do any research, so I'm not gonna make any assumptions. But this smells so good. All the products from this line smell really good. When I put it in my curly hair, like when I'm trying to set my curls and I walk outside, people be like, hey, excuse me, ma'am. You smell good. I know. I'm sorry, I'm being a little extra. All right, so, but no, smelling good is one of the things that I really like to do. I'm also gonna have some videos on the scents that I wear during certain times of the year, which should be a lot of fun. All right, so you see the little hump situation that we had, it's gone. All right, now I am going to attempt to pluck this a little bit. As we know, if you don't like to pluck or you're not a plucker, the best thing that you could do for yourself is to brush the hair that's by the part as closely towards the face as possible. Then you don't need no natural looking hairline, right? You don't need to worry about things looking too wiggy, because this is all you're gonna see, which you're gonna be able to cover up with makeup, okay? So obviously when you have it this close towards your face, if this is how you're gonna rock it and you don't wanna pluck, you're gonna have to go in with some scissors. And of course my scissors aren't up here. Why would they be up here? Why would I be prepared for the video, okay? Then you would just go downward and you would cut it. Now, I'm gonna talk just a tad, if we could just take a second, talk a tad about cutting synthetic hair. For all of those who have, sorry, my table and everything is shaking, it's a little weak in the knees. Synthetic hair, and let's say you wear a lot of whatever, quick weaves with synthetic hair, or you wear a lot of synthetic wigs, whatever. We know that sometimes when you cut your synthetic hair, it's gonna be extra. Sometimes synthetic hair just not meant to be cut, okay? It's gonna spring out this way, it's gonna fray like this, it's just gonna flip back for some reason, for no reason. Now, I can say that I have not cut any of my synthetic wigs from the Sensational line. So I don't know how it's gonna behave, okay? So I'm not gonna cut mine because I wanna wear this wig. Sometimes you gotta do it for the tube. We ain't doing this for the tube today. I want this wig. It was the last color like this in my beauty hair supply store, and I don't feel like trying to go find another one, okay? So you can also, as you see, flip her back like this if you don't feel like trying to figure out for yourself how cutting her gonna look like. Now, I'm not finna pluck this on screen because I'm still learning how to pluck. So y'all gonna have to wait for me to come back, okay? All right, y'all, I am back. I cut a bit more lace, just a tad, it's not really noticeable. And I did some very, very light plucking. I didn't wanna do deep plucking on here. So this is, I haven't glued it down yet or sprayed it down. I'm gonna use Got to Be spray, but I just wanted to show you, as we know with these Sensational wigs, the body is already in the wig, right? So you could just push it back how you like if you don't want to cut it. And then you could go in and you could hold the frame around your face with some Got to Be spray, which I told you I spray these wigs all the time and I've never had any problems with them. I'm gonna turn around so you can see how the back of the wig looks. So hopefully you're able to see that. All right, now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of spray. So you can kind of see the difference that it makes if you do decide to take a moment and spray down your wig. I have left my clippies again. Oh, but I'm by my wig station. So I'm good. Yay. All right. Now, if you looked at my last wig post on the Tyrena Sensational Wet Lace wig, you notice I talked about placing 2 bobby pins here because it really holds the wig in place from moving around, and then that way you don't have to use the side combs. So I would do the same thing with this unit, which I'm not going to do in this video. So I got my spray, and then so because you know I cut off all my lace, I don't for people that appreciate frontals and you have a larger head, this will come down more. And so if you want to keep some of the lace, this is just about how much I have out. But remember that lace came down to right about here, but you're still gonna see some of your hair here. And the ventilation doesn't reach all the way up into that point with the hair. So if you really want a true frontal wear with this, and you have a larger head, it's probably not going to work, but it is very comfortable and it covers most of the hair, my head, and it's not tight at all. So I'm going to pull this up some. I don't like wearing my wigs too far down on my forehead, which I don't know why, because actually my forehead kind of is there. But yeah, that's just not how I like rocking mine. All right, so I'm just gonna go in with spray. And then during this part, I actually go in with a little bit of edge booster, because what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to cut baby hairs or anything, I just bring this down a little bit, and once it dries, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So I'll pull down these hairs right here at the front. I don't know if this light is in the way of what I'm doing. It's really bright. So I kind of just tug on these hairs right here in between the got to be and the little bit of edge booster that I'm using. It gets kind of tacky. Honestly, it'll probably just get tacky with the got to be, but you know, we do things sometimes probably just to make us feel better, even if it doesn't make sense. So this is how I do it. All right, so let me use my broke nail so I can really get in there. So as you can see, what I'm doing, I'm just trying to pull these hairs down just a tad so they could get caught up. Who y'all been getting caught up with? Nobody, I hope. Let's try not to get caught up in 2023. I think I'm happy. Going on one more time. Go ahead and put this bad boy on. Oh, you know what? I got another one of these. It is so cute. It's leopard print. Give y'all a little bit. I'm gonna hit y'all all up in my grill. Why you all in my grill? I just gave it a head start on the drying. All right, I got some of these. We're gonna see if we could use them today, because I don't have a side part. I usually like using these with a side part. I need to hurry up and finish recording this before my nephew get here, because when he get out of school, he be all the way live. He gonna be here real soon too. I'm usually never out in this part. If you look at the rest of my videos, I'm doing it in my room, because he be turning up. He be like, yes, school is over. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna run around, do back flips, jump on the counters. Auntie D, what you doing? What you doing? You doing a video? You doing your hair? Let me see. You look good. Who you talking to? You talking to yourself? Let me hurry up. Okay. All right, YouTube fam, I'm back. I was having like a severe lighting issue. Look, this whole videography, photography, lighting situation. All right, so I went in and I did a little bit of plucking, right? It's very light, right around the hairline. So just a tad, and you can see it's flat at the top. We don't have the Humpty Dumpty Doo going on. So very easy to style, like, right? You could just pull back. I don't have my bobby pins in, so my wig sliding back a little bit, but, and you know, push it forward and it's there, right? She has body, she's not stiff. It's a light sheen to it. If you have any questions about this unit, let me know. It'll probably be my go-to unit for fall, along with another unit that I made a couple of years ago that's still in fantastic condition. I'll link a picture. It should pop up somewhere. But let me know if you have this unit, if you've tried it or not. Thanks again for joining me on our journey into finding wigs that fit our head. Bye.